This is DJ Ara from the Country Christian Show. We have a caller on the line, and it happens to be Csaba M. How are you doing today, Csaba?
I'm doing well, thank you. How's everybody else doing?
Great.
Hope everybody's well and all that good things?
Yeah. And you're calling from, where are you calling from anyways?
Well, I'm calling from Midlands, from England.
Where's that?
So England, the Midlands, it's kind of like in between London and Birmingham, the two largest cities in England.
Okay. And what's happening over there these days? I hope it's quiet.
Well, for me, from my perspective, because I work a lot, as far as what's happening, it's been sort of like crazy, chaotic, but neutral at the same time. So it's hard to really say what's happening. The weather's been great, and so far so good. We'll see what happens in the next coming months, and then we'll see.
Oh, there's not too much trouble. I mean, they kind of quieted down over there. I noticed a couple weeks ago they're doing some heavy action against some of the protesters over there. What were they protesting about, anyways?
Interesting that you asked that. I can't really elaborate on that because, like I said before a while ago when I called in, there's a lot of confusions here in many different areas. So if you can picture it, what's happening over there in the world, now put the same logic to this area, and the similarities are happening here as well. The only confusion part, if you would kind of break it down, not to pull the hour, few minutes that we got here, just to sum it all up in one little nutshell, I would say the whole thing has to do with many aspects of everything put together that turmoiled into one incident that wasn't really one incident. It was just an excuse to make the incidents favorable, or just to make it happen, just to make a stand, so to speak, because it didn't just happen here. It happened everywhere, all over the place, really. If you really follow the news and you follow what's really going on in the world, it's just one of them things that are really, it's hard to put an answer to that question. Right. What really happened, why, and all this. Because the reasons they're giving, you can't believe the news. That's the problem with the news. News is so
slanted.
Nah, I don't want to say the wrong things on the air, but it's a lot of times the news is wrong. It's projecting the wrong information from the wrong reasons for the right people, or they are the wrong people, but they show themselves as they are the right people. If that makes sense.
Yes. Well, anyways, what's been happening over here is they've been protesting around Wall Street because of the corporate, they consider it corporate crimes that no one ever stops around here. Did you know that 20 of the top big money industries, their CEOs make more money than the company pays in taxes a year? The top CEO.
Oh yeah, that's a definite. There's so many. If you do your research, anybody that does actual research, not the news, get the news, but do your research and look at all documents, which is free information for all areas, especially for businesses. If they tell you it's not free information, they're basically trying to deter you from the truth. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. The rich is getting richer. They don't want to give it up. That's common sense. The company's trying to merge, not merge. They're trying to save money, which is understandable. At the same time, who controls really the businesses? Or should I say, who controls the government? The businesses control the government. The government kind of like tries to control the people. But at the same time, they all want to make money. So it's like a joint kind of thing that, unfortunately, us low people, because they don't want us to know truth. They don't want us to be aware of all these things, because otherwise, the people will do something about it, right? So they keep us in the dark about all that stuff. Anybody that went to college or studied business, they all know the common concept of business is to make money, regardless of what happens to the individual that is part of making money. if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. It does. And according to Warren Buffett, he's one of the richest people in the United States. His secretary pays more in taxes than he does a year. Now, there's something wrong with the system here, I think. I mean, is this a toy that they play with? Why do they do this, trying to get it from the middle class and take it out on people and not the rich ones? What is the problem here? This is what I try and figure out.
Well, the problem is really, all right, the whole world's in debt. Everybody owes everybody everything, right? Regardless, a lot of people think that America's doing good. America's not doing. America's industry and so forth is all backed by China and other areas of European areas. Right. But the same goes over here.
Is it?
So.
Is it? Well, we cut in here. Is it the rich actually made it to heaven and they don't want to come back down? Is it something like that?
Well, it's kind of like this. The best way to describe it, it's hard to take an apple away from a greedy person when deep down that fat, greedy person doesn't really need the apple. That little kid that's almost skin and bones could actually use it better. Right. You see, that's what it boils down to,
It's just a wonderful world.
Well, it's like, would you give up your car to walk instead? It's a tough decision. Even if you could afford to, would you do it?
Okay.
Now, if you were really rich, would you give up $1 million or not buy that $1 million house or $600,000 or whatever the price is, $60,000, whatever? Would you buy it? You say, or give it to somebody else. Right. That's what it's all about. Greed is a powerful, a very powerful thing.